Okay. This is an impromptu. Is that the word, impromptu? Yeah, I just decided to do a live stream just now because of the news that's just come out from Bitmain. And this is something that's going to affect lots of miners. Right. So I'll just get the chat up so I can see what you guys are saying. Minimize that. I'm totally not organised for this live stream. Right, so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I will bring up this. This is what Bitmain announced about an hour ago. The release of the Antminer Z9 Mini. I just did a video about it because I wanted to let people know about it. But basically, yeah, $1,999, $105 for the power supply. So you're talking $2,100. And yeah, 300 watts. But this is an important thing. 10,000 sols. 10,000 sols. That's insane. That's insane. You're talking about $50 worth of profit per day from that at current prices and all that. Around that right now, $50 per day you would get from that. So what's that, 20-40 days? It's it would, yeah, so you would in theory break even within a month or so. Yeah, this is it's something that affects me. It is something that affects me, and it affects a lot of coins that I've invested in. Saya just said he can't talk on this, so frustrating. I think he mentioned he's on his iPad. Right, so I did just publish a video about this, and if I can get my channel up, I can show you the video that I'm talking about. But I'll basically be going over the same things that I just kind of talked about there. I thought it was important to try and do a live stream about this, and hopefully a few people can drop by and give me their view on it. But there's my video about it there. Right, so how does this affect us? Well, I've got 30 GPUs, 30, 24 1060s, 6 1080 Ti's, and I get 11,800 sols. This thing gets 10,000. It's about 14 1080 Ti's. That's what this is. 14 1080 Ti's from a mining point of view, from an Equihash point of view. Now, I pointed out in the video that I did there that don't rush out and sell your graphics cards yet, because obviously graphics cards can do Ethereum, they can do X16R, they can do Kryptonite, they can do NeoScript, they can do all these different algorithms. But this obviously will affect a lot of the coins that we have been mining. So, I mean, what do we say to this? It could affect the value of your coins in the future as well, because we saw that with, it happened a few times when a lot of people were mining certain coins, when they realized that, that the coins could be mined with an Antminer, the price dropped, less people were mining it. It's generally not good news when this happens. Now, they are limiting it to one per customer. So if you click that, you can only order one. But, the people that are ordering this, how hard is it to just give $2,000 to a friend or a colleague and just tell them to order it and do it on your behalf? And if I comfort me, Kev. Yeah, I was kind of hanging out. I was checking. I'll see if I can get this up, actually. I was kind of looking at what people were saying in the Discord group for Safecoin, and they were all talking about it. I'm sure everyone's talking about it, and in Z Classic, Bitcoin Private, and all that. But I'll see if I can get this up, actually. If anyone from Safecoin was actually watching just now, they might see themselves. So, right, so I was hanging out at Discord there, and this is Safecoin, and there was a lot of people talking about this here. See a lot of people talking about this. I was talking about it there as well. Sai published this saying that I think that's Zencash, is that? Zellcash, sorry, saying that they're going to work with other developers, including our friends at Bitcoin Z. We'll have a statement soon. And this is one of the most important things that we have to kind of pay attention to, is that a lot of the developers from Bitcoin Z, from Zellcash, from Zencash, from Zcash, from Z Classic, Bitcoin Private, they're all going to have to digest this information. This thing is going to be sent out in a month and a half, and you know that is when people can get 10,000 sols from a $2,000 machine. So they're going to have to make a decision. Personally, I would like them to go down, if it means forking the coin, fork the coin, but I'd like to see them make their coins ASIC resistant. I really would make, you know, this is why a lot of people are attracted to, you know, things like Raven that switch between 16 different algorithms. Someone published a statement saying that the Monero or there was a quote from Monero or something. Oh, there it's here. You can see this quote was posted here. Developers of coins such as Monero come to the conclusion that the only way of dealing with ASICs is by regularly changing the hashing algorithm to render existing ASICs obsolete. Do that twice a year and your coin will remain pretty much ASIC proof. I would fully support that. I would fully support you know, developers making this adjustment for their coins. It's one of those things, you know, there's always a part of you when you see this and you go, wow, I could get this myself. I could buy this and I can make a lot of money and all that. But then I don't want to be part of it either and support it, you know, because I don't think this is good for cryptocurrency. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you're watching it, please do leave a comment. I want to hear from more people who are miners. And hopefully anyone who's watching can give me their view on this, especially if you're from a team that uses Equihash, or just if you're from a mining pool or something. It'd be good to hear from you guys. Yeah, this is not good news, guys. We're going to see what happens. I just saw Vosk just published a thing saying about it as well. I mean, he's obviously going to cover a video about it as well. I just came across a tweet of his, and he's deleted it. He's just deleted that tweet. He must have. Oh, there it's here. Nah, he's made. Yeah, I don't think he deleted it. I've got in the habit of deleting the odd tweet recently just because I've misspelled something, and there's no way to actually change that. So Vosk just posted this tweet: 10,000 sols at 300 watts. I wonder if Equihash projects will allow this mining to continue on their networks. Zuku, I don't know who that. Zuku seems uninterested in dealing ASICs previously. Would love Rolf of Zencash official to weigh in. Yeah, so I'm sure Vosk will give his opinion. You know, if you're a miner, you probably watch. I've not watched a lot of his videos over the last week or two, but I respect his opinion. I like his opinion on these kind of things. Yeah, I think you're right, Darwin. I think we're going to see a lot more coins adapting and maybe changing to a different algorithm. But it's one of those things, you know. In the cryptocurrency world, when things like this happen, you know, there comes a point you need to either adapt or you die. You really do need to adapt or die. We saw Ethereum tackling it. We saw Monero tackling it. And Monero went a different direction and they got 4 forks because other people had obviously bought the ASIC machines and they wanted to keep mining. But, yeah. It's not good news in my opinion. It's not something I would have liked to have seen. I mean, it's always risky anyway. You know, this is the thing now. If you look at it at the point of view that that you're going to buy this, right? Say you're going to buy this, you go right $2,000, and you know if you're going to buy it, fair play. You know for $2,000 you're going to get 10,000 sols per day, maybe like $50 a day or something return. You'd break even after a month or so. Comparison to graphics cards, you're breaking even like a year. So from a financial point of view, you could argue it's a very sensible decision. But is worth noting that for all the coins that use Equihash, many of them will be switching. Many of them will be switching. Now, it depends on what happens to Zencash, but I guess all you really need is one of the coins to stay. If only one of the coins decides to stay on Equihash and doesn't change the algorithm or doesn't do anything to tackle it, then, you know, they're still going to make money from it. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. From a mining point of view, though, it is quite... from a mining point of view, this is quite big news. Very big news. I mean, we saw this a few weeks ago with Equihash as well. We saw this with Equihash, so we're going to see what happens. I'm not going to say that guy's name because he looks... I don't know. Are you a spammer or just trying to be a comedian? What I do like, though, is that I like that statement from... If I can get it. I like that statement from Zcash. I like that statement from Zcash where they said that... where was it? I showed it a few seconds ago. I like that statement where they said that they're going to work with their friends. That's what I like to... That's what I want to see. Because of your name, Peter. That's what I'd like to see because, I mean, I don't know if there's any, you know, I've saw Safecoin were working with Zencash and Bitcoin Z and they were working together to secure the wallets and stuff like that. And it was really good to see. But the fact is, all Equihash coins are in the same boat now. They're all on the same side here. They're all going to tackle it. Whether they all tackle it in the same issue or not, in the same way, sorry, is a different story. So, yeah. What do you say this? What do you say? So, what's your view on this, guys? Let me know. Let me know if you've got an idea of what you think we could do. Why would I say your name on it? That's not even... Okay. Let me know what you think about all this, guys. Let me know what you think coins should do. Equihash coins should do. You think you should just accept it? Right, hold on. My friend is... Hello? I'm streaming live, mate. Hi. No, that's alright, mate. No, that's alright. If you go in the live stream, you'll see me. No worries, cheers. Bye. I probably could have... See, if I'd set up properly, I could have just had him take part in it. Take part in all this. My friend Mark, who was just phoning there, I don't know if he's going to come up and comment, but he's in the same boat as me. He primarily mines Equihash coins. So, see what happens. But what always raises the question with Bitmain is that they never release a product right away. Whenever they release a new product, a new Antminer, they've generally been mining it for, you know, for a couple of months. We saw that with Monero, where they saw a huge jump in the hash rate for the coin, and it was only to a few months later that they actually announced the release of their Monero, or the Kryptonite ASIC miner. So, I mean, how long have they been actually mining Equihash with these miners? I suspect if they were doing that, they've probably been mining Zcash because it's the most expensive coin right now, but you don't know. I mean, maybe they've been spreading the risk. Maybe they've been mining a lot of different coins. We saw that in Safecoin. In the Safecoin group recently, we saw a lot of kind of spikes, and a lot of people just assumed it was NiceHash, but maybe it wasn't NiceHash. Maybe people were mining with these ASIC miners. Don't know. We don't know. But see what happens. So I'm going to do a research and just see if anyone else. Bitmain Z9. Let's see what people are saying. Let's see what people are saying. What is your position from Bitmain after launching Z9? Is Bitcoin private ASIC resistant? No, it's not. Do you guys will change algorithm? The community wants Zencash to keep decentralized. There's me. Is that? Oh, that's my previous video. I thought it was a live stream. There is obviously a lot of people talking about this right now. A lot of people talking about this. Thank you. So what we're hoping for in the next day or two is some sort of statement from developers. I have no problem with them delaying this announcement because, you know, if they just rush out and say something and then, you know, say we're going to do this and then they can't implement it, you know, obviously makes them look a little bit silly. But it would be good to see them make a stance against this and just say that at the very least, I mean, at the very least, what I'd like to say, what I'd like to see is some sort of statement just saying, listen, we don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to tackle this. That's something I'd like to see. Hi, Noor. So, yeah, wait and see what happens. But from ASIC miner Equihash, let's see if we see some other people talking about this. So, pleased to announce Bitmain just released it. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about this. April 5th. What? So this was, okay, so this is a month ago. I've read somewhere that also, like, one of the comments that Bitmain already has an ASIC miner for Zcash. Equihash is no longer ASIC resistant. The only problem is the price of the hardware. Meanwhile, countless of GPU miners, Fly, Nano, Slush, is now supporting holding Zec. What's the second comment? All right, there's not a one of two. Wow, so people knew. I missed that. I missed that a month ago. I didn't notice that. Oh, sorry about the ads. Pierre, I'm all for jokes and all that, but you keep going on about this. It's do you know what I mean? What do you want me to do? What's your thoughts on it? Sia or Saya? How do you pronounce it? Sia or Saya? Sia. What's your thoughts on all this? Well, it makes you think, like, have they how have they been mining with it? I mean, what coins have they been mining? Have they been mining Zcash? Have they been mining Z Classic? Have they been mining Bitcoin Private? What have they been mining? 10,000 souls. If you're sitting there with quite a few of those machines, you can mine a hell of a lot of coins. Hi Matt, good to see you. Yeah, they have an Equihash miner. It's called the Z9 Mini, and it can do 10,000 souls. $2,100. It's for sale just now, Matt, but it will be shipped in about a month and a half. Typical Nuba. Alright, okay, thanks for that. So, Typical Nuba is saying that Bitcoin Gold have said that they're going to come out and fork soon. One of the Bitcoin Gold developers have come out and said they will fork soon. That's good. That's good to hear. That's what we want to see. See ya. Ah, okay. yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It wouldn't surprise me if this sells out in the next few days. It'll sell out. It'll sell out. But 16,000 sols in your 26 GPUs. Yeah, I'm the same, Matt. I've got 11,800 roughly from 30. It's basically, if you look at the sol rate you're getting from that, you'd probably need about 14 1080 Ti's to get that. 14 1080 Ti's to get around 10,000 sols, I would say. I would suspect around that. You know, if you take an average of about maybe 725 sols. But basically, in a month and a half, a lot can change. That's why I'm saying, hey, if you want to buy this, whatever, okay. But you are taking a risk. There's still a risk. I mean, if things were as they are today, you could probably break even on this in like 30, 40 days, and you have your 100% of your investment back. But in a month and a half, a lot can happen. We can see, you know, if Bitcoin Gold's talk about forking, we're going to see a lot of other coins doing that as well. And the fact is, if you don't fork, that's when a coin can run into a lot of problems. I'm just going to laugh at Bitmain when they're left with however many they've been using for the last few months, because every Equihash coin that wants to retain any value. Yeah. $8,000 in GPUs. Or perhaps even more. I mean, like my graphics cards, my 1080 Ti's probably get about 750 sols because they're OCs. But even at AIM, they still retail at over £900 in the UK, and I would need probably around of my version, about 12 or 13 of them. So what's that, about 11 grand or something like that. Hi Aaron, good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of changes from this. We're definitely going to see a lot of changes from this. So, we just have to play it by ear. I suspect he's a troll because he's repeated the same thing a couple of times. You will lose money. How you doing, Aaron? No spoke to you in a while. So let me know what you think about this, guys, if you're just coming across this announcement. Again, I'll repeat this a few times for anyone who just kind of drops by, but the announcement is that Bitmain have released the Antminer Z9 Mini. With the PSU, you're talking about $2,100, and you'll get 10,000 sols from that. And, you know, me and Matt were just talking about it there. You're talking at least 10 grand worth of graphics cards, like 1080 Ti's. 10 grand worth of 1080 Ti's to get that. And that isn't even taking into account the motherboards and the power supplies and all the rest of the equipment you need to buy with GPUs. So, see what happens. Aaron's saying that Bitmain are the only company that has worked to stabilize the networks. Without Bitmain, transactions would be slow and fees super high. Are you talking about with Litecoin or with... What are you talking about, Aaron? What kind of... I realise that, you know, Antminers and all that, they're used for Bitcoin and Litecoin and all that, but for other coins, every other coin is very strongly against it. Tarek, there's no guarantee. But without doubt, if these things start mining Equihash coins, and you know the Equihash coins haven't changed the algorithm, the difficulty will be very, very high, and our profits, you know, for those that have got existing graphics card, you'd have to move to a different coin. You'd have to. With Litecoin and any SHA 256 algorithm, It's funny though, but because Ethereum, Monero, they've all got very strong anti-ASIC statements and positions. But don't you think that you can secure a network without antminers? Because if a coin grows through GPUs, through masternodes, through all that, or through all that kind of thing, would it not be more secure without them? Pierre, if you believe that, then why are you watching a stream about cryptocurrency? Always confuses me when someone turns up that is completely anti-cryptocurrency and they turn up to cryptocurrency streams. Bitcoin private latest update said they commit to decentralize the network, so my expectation is that both Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin private will fork. Yeah. We're still waiting on statements from other places as well. Not heard anything official. People who have brought Bitcoin private have not made... Are you purposely misspelling all those words? Just so I misspeak it. Who have brought Bitcoin private have not made their money back if they brought below the research. Yeah, you must be trolling. Must be trolling. Hello from Shorts. Shorts is placed in Scotland. Lanarkshire. This isn't about Bitcoin private though. This is nothing to do with Bitcoin private. This, well, not alone. It's about Zcash. It's about Zencash, about Bitcoin private, Z Classic, and all the other. It's not just Bitcoin private. This is an issue that affects, you know, all the Equihash coins. We're all, I would say that most of us are quite pro-regulation as far as, I wouldn't say that people aren't pro-regulation. I don't know, you're making a big assumption there. I'm just looking through some of the other comments here. People left some comments on my other video. James said there's no way his girlfriend will let him put one in the loft. Just buy an ASIC instead of a bunch of GPUs. Cost is the same. But the problem is there isn't enough ASIC miners to go around. I thought, you know, that's kind of one of the main issues with that, because there's obviously millions and millions of NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. ideally, really, if you know, if we wanted centralization, we should really all go back to CPU mining. That would be the main way to do it. I think, you know, that would be the main way to do it, CPU mining, because everyone has got a CPU in their laptops and their desktops and all that. No, I do appreciate that ASIC miners are more efficient. I do appreciate that. But, you know, there's a reason why a lot of coins don't want ASIC machines, because they put a lot of coins in just a few hands. I think, you know, if we fast forward a couple of years and Samsung and all these other big companies come out and release ASIC mining machines, and everyone who wants to mine can just buy those machines, then, you know, when we weren't buying GPUs, then maybe it would be a fairer battle. But right now, too few people have ASIC machines. I mean, I remember seeing it on one of the websites, and I think it was, is it Siacoin? And the difficulty went from like 1 to like 1,000 in seconds. Yeah, there's only 2 companies, but those companies do ship out millions of GPUs. But you're right what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, Aaron, because I could replace 14 GPUs or 14 1080 Ti's with one Antminer. My guess is that most of the Equihash coins will fork. I think they have to. Are you going to buy one on? Dominic is not going to buy one. Right. So just I'll bring this up. Aaron was referencing this one. Yeah, the Z Mini. Aaron was referencing. I don't think I've checked this one out before. I don't think. So they've got Kryptonite. I've got X11. Look at Blake. If you look at a Kryptonite one, buy 1 get 5. See, you don't really hear about these other ones. It's always Bitmain you hear about. Are these ones as good as Bitmain? I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right, 11. That's why I kind of mentioned this earlier on. I think I mean we'll probably find out later that they have been mining for many months, many months. So it's one of those things. We might find out they've been mining a variety of different Equihash coins, maybe just Zcash. I don't know. I do think that, like, whether you're whatever your position on ASIC miners, I do think that most of these coins will try and fork, but I think there's no denying that Aaron's point, whether you agree with him on buying one or not, I think he's right when he talks about efficiency, because 10,000 souls from 300 watts, I mean, a 1080 Ti alone can generate, you know, 250 watts. In fact, if you overclocked it, you'd probably be towards 300 watts, 275, 300 watts. So that is essentially using the same power as, you know, one 1080 Ti, and it's giving you the power of 14. So from an efficiency point of view, Aaron has a very good point. Ad says, before you buy one, perhaps you should look at the problems. No support, no refunds, rusty casing and dust all over the fans, so you know have been used already. Just Google search for Bitmain problems or something. Zencash 35.9%. What are those? A lot of hash power switched off today. Zencash, Zcash. Oh, that's interesting. I never noticed that. So, Zencash has lost 36% of its hashing power today. Interesting. Well, Dominic doesn't seem to agree. He says Equihash is not very interesting. I'm going to follow Ad's suggestion. Bitmain problems. Let's see what he's talking about. Concerns about ordering Antminers from Bitmain. Right, I've had a lot of discussion lately about purchasing ASIC mining rigs from Bitmain Antminer. Order shipping. The fact that the order doesn't ship for 2+ months with the changes in difficulty that as advertised earnings at the time of purchase are not the earnings to be expected once the rig makes it to your house. Yeah. Payments must be made in crypto or wire transfer. However, sending crypto overseas to a company whose country is restricting the use of cryptos is cause for concern. Warranty, if it breaks, they say you can send it back. How long does it take? Every day you aren't mining with it, you're losing money. Very good point, because the time they send it back, it could just be a box. I'm sure getting this through US customs is not a problem, but the potential for it being rejected and sent back is concerning. There are resellers, obviously, if you're in your own country, there will be people that resell these things as well, but they always charge a big premium. No risk, no reward. It does sum it up. Aaron's saying, never had a problem, run all my ASICs overclocked on top of that, always full support for me. All Equihash coins will dump because of the news. You could be right, but as far as it dumping, I think you should, maybe the price might go down, but the price should go back up again when, you know, they make an official statement. But you're talking to someone who sold all the Raven coin last week and used it to mine Equihash coin. Oh my god, I've made so many bad decisions over the last week. ASICminervalue.com. The hash power has dropped because Bitmain are unplugging them and putting them into boxes. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all that that's exactly what they're doing. It's not, you're not going to get a shiny out the wrapper Bitmain miner. So this is all the different miners. Some of these, that miner S5 actually loses you money per day, but that is 2014. But even some of these, this one here, the V9, March 2018. Look at that, March 2018. And it's actually losing you money. But then you've got ones up here. The Dragon Mint, D9, Antminer B3. $86 per day. Crypto Night, $50 per day. Z9 Mini, $43 per day. Release, not even released yet. Now they're selling the used batches. Vitalik already said he supports ASICs and Ether. But did they not say they were going to change... Did they not say they were going to change their algorithm or something so that ASIC machines aren't effective? Alright, he said he doesn't support ASICs whatsoever. He just said it's not a concern because Ethereum is going proof of stake. I think... I mean, I guess if you had a lot of money sent around, $2,000 for that, I guess it's a fairly good bet right now. But you are taking a bit of a risk because I think they were going to have a very We're going to have quite a lot of strong anti-ASIC miner statements coming out. Someone was saying there, who was it, said that Bitcoin Gold have come out already and said that they're going to fork the coin. So we might see a lot of people forking this. It'd be interesting to see the retail price of these when they first come out as well. I mean, some of them like that, January 2018, 1432 watts is making $3 per day. At that point, you're as well just buying a 1080 Ti. The thing is, Aaron, I think if you look at what happened with Monero, obviously the Kryptonite Antminers got released, and they said they were going to fork, and we saw 4 Monero forks coming out: Monero Classic, Monero V, Monero Original, and there's something else. So I reckon if a couple of coins, if these Equihash coins, Zcash, Zencash and all that, if they do change their algorithm or do something to make it ASIC mining resistant, then I reckon the people that have bought these might be behind a movement to fork those coins into another coin. We might see some more forks. You know, it's not like we've not had any forks recently. Excuse me. Yeah, so I think we're going to see even more forks because of this. Be prepared for more forks, guys. Yeah. So hi, BitTruth. Good to have you back. No, I didn't buy an ASIC machine. I've never bought one. 250 plus smart contracts. Are you talking about, sorry, were you talking about Monero there? Aaron, are you talking about Ethereum? Yeah, I assume you're talking about Ethereum. I assume you're talking about the token system. He's not the CEO. Ether Vitalik can't decide alone. Forking hell. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, what I'd like to do, what I'm going to try and do more on this channel is try and maybe speak to more people on my channel. I'm going to maybe try and do some interviews with some people. I'd like to get the view from some developers on this, their position on it, why they don't like ASIC machines or why they do like it. I'd like to see what people say. Looks like the ASIC machines moved on to Komodo. Right, so Zencash is there, Zcash is there. I'd love to hear what do you guys think though, if you have an Equihash coin, say you don't even mine, say you don't mine, right? Forget mining for a minute. If you have, say, 1,000 Zencash or 1,000 Zcash or 1,000 Bitcoin private, how would you like your coin, the developers of your coin, to handle this? Would you like them to fork, or would you just be happy with them to have Equihash mining, you know, from Bitmain Antminers. Piano Dreams tempted to buy one. They're selling off the Z9 Mini because they're testing the Z9 Big now. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be good to get some feedback. I'll maybe see if I can arrange that. I was actually trying to set that up today. I was trying to set that up today. And see if I can set this up actually now. Oh no, I've not even done my buttons up. That's not good. That's not good. Right, hold on a minute. Right, is this gonna work? Right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna try and I'll try and set up some more interviews. I'm gonna try and do this more. The reason I've not been able to set this up today, like to do an interview or anything, is because I need to, you know, speak to someone, and I need to maybe spend an hour or two on Skype to do video and audio tests to make sure that everything is working. But the idea, you know, if I'm going to do some interviews with some people, I'm going to be talking to Giuseppe from Bitcoin Private about Bitcoin Private. I'd like to do some interviews with developers to get their view on this, but and other cryptocurrency issues. Hopefully in the future I can get some of you guys on and we can do some chats online. But the idea behind it would be something like this. That's how it would be set up, something like that. But I'll get that sorted. I'll get that sorted in the future. But the idea would be to get a developer on. I've got another camera up there working just now for that. But I'm tempted to just go and buy another webcam just so that I've just got one there and one there. It might simplify things for me. I'll play by ear. I'll play by ear. Can you check the Equihash network hash rate for the past 3 months, Kev? Yeah, I'm looking at it now. For a particular coin or just I mean, there's Zcash. I don't know how reliable this is. That actually doesn't seem to have changed much over the last few months. Is that reliable? Or do you know of another website that's more reliable to show you that? Let me see. Maybe someone said Komodo hash rate. Oh, sorry, network. So someone mentioned Komodo. Where's the difficulty statistics? Difficulty hash rate, right? Which one's difficulty? Does it show you in CoinMarketCap? I don't think it does. Network hash rate. I can't see anything there for that. I could try Zencash. There must be. I don't know how reliable that other website was. It's popping up again. CoinWars. No, that's the most reliable graph I've ever seen in my life. So Ads is answering my previous question. If I had 1,000 of any Equihash coin right now, I'd dump it faster than a cheap hooker after a night out. That's good to know as someone who is mainly invested in Equihash coins. How can I stop your stream from crashing? I don't know. Get a better internet connection. I mean, there's no problem with the stream right now. Everything's streaming okay. Stream health is green according to YouTube. I believe they're right. Yeah, I mean, you might find that they just selected, you know, certain kind of coins. Aaron cannot see a spike. Must be alive now. Someone said that Zencash, see that graph that I had there? Someone said there's a drop in 36%, but I can't see anything there. Does anyone know, as far as difficulty goes, what shows this? Where am I going to show the difficulty? Does anyone know if is there something on the website on Zencash? Is there like a block explorer here that tells me more about the difficulty and all that? I need a calculator. Oh, there we go. I don't know, like sometimes the block explorer will show you the difficulty, doesn't it? No, it's not showing me any charts. Ah, here we go. Right, so this is over when. That's just going by blocks. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anything to actually. I think it's a bit early to make calls as far as pricing. You know, as far as the price of coins going down. Could be a very short time hit, a short term drop in price, but they want to come out with official statements very soon, I think. Do you reckon the Z9 will be noisy? Yes, very noisy, like an airplane taking off noisy. Aaron's building an immersion tank for his miners, just waiting on a radiator to come in from Amazon. Nice. Aaron, well, see if you could then see once that's finished. I don't know if you got a YouTube channel of your own, Aaron. If you don't have your own YouTube channel, I'd love for you to send me photos of it, or just send me a video of it. You know, you don't have to talk about whatever, and I can just introduce people to it and show people that. I think a lot of people will be interested to see that. So I could do a video just show others that kind of setup and what you did. Or just send me a pictured video of tits. As you said there, but it's going to be the tits. That will probably get me more hits. Where are you pulling that from, ads? Where are you getting the push? Where are you getting the 65 decibels? Is it on the website about that, or is this on a review? So on the website, right. I can't see any notice about that in the website, but it's maybe on another website. It's maybe on a review or something. Someone's maybe tested it. Maybe speaker is amplified. Check settings. Who are you talking to, Bittruth? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it, you'd obviously, you know, you'd maybe put it upstairs or you put it outside somewhere. Yeah, you obviously wouldn't want it in the same room. So it's interesting to see everyone's opinion on this. I know Aaron is someone who does like Bitmain products and kind of supportive of the fact they're efficient and things like that, but I think most people here seem to be very strongly against it, perhaps because we've all got GPUs and this does affect us. Yeah. See what happens. I was trying to follow what's happening on some of the Discord groups people were talking about. It's quite interesting. Yeah, I had that up. Aaron recommended that earlier. I was looking at it. Oh right, I get you now. Thanks, Push. I didn't even notice that earlier when I was looking at this this table. I didn't notice that. So 70 decibels, 80 decibels. Some of them are louder than others. 40. I mean, press Z9, yeah. 65, not yet available. 65 decibels. So they're saying $38 a day, $1,000 a month. Yeah. I've not looked at immersion, Aaron. I didn't even know. I thought this was something you just building yourself. I didn't know this was something that a lot of people are doing. As far as, let me see. I've got lots of tricks in this room. Right, okay. I'm curious as to what sound I'm getting in my room, just in general. Right, so I want to set up. So in my room, just kind of sitting around here. So it's got the low, that's the low setting. Obviously my GPUs are over there though. Put it to high, it's a little bit different. But obviously my GPUs are over there. If I had to put them, you know, right next to them. That's the thing with, see when they measure decibels, I've noticed this way, lots of things where they give you a decibel level, but it really does depend where you measure it. You know, obviously, the closer you are, I don't know if there's like there doesn't seem to be any standardized way of doing it. And obviously, companies, that they want their product to be lower in the decibels. Yeah, my talk is more than 65 decibels, yeah. But it's important to note that there's a kind of buzzing sound, you know, from fans and things like that. Chance Norris, this is kind of bad news. I have 12,000 sols, pretty much exactly what I've got, with 12 1080 Ti's and 6 1080s. Yeah, that's what I've got, but I've got more 1060s. But yeah, this is, yeah, they're going to get a lot of hash rate for very little money. And it's talking about is immersion. It keeps the heat down, also noise levels. My ASICs are only allowed during firing up. My kids sleep in right next room over with no wall up between them. They're not that loud. And that's the L3 you're talking about, isn't it? That's the L3. You've got the L3 Plus, is it? I think it's the... Is it the L3 you've got? Which is 75 decibels, so that's louder. The L3's actually louder, this one. No one, yeah. $2 per day, that one says. Is that right, or is that wrong? Well, they just announced it, Matt. They announced it there. Well, I've got links in the description area of this video, actually. You'll maybe see it, but there's a tweet. There's a sales page. And there's the power supply. Brian summed it out, we're all fucked. Yeah, so it's, I mean, we're going to see a lot of news over this in the next few days. The most important thing over the next few days is to see how the developers of these coins respond to it. Hopefully we see some sort of hardline official response, because, you know, even if you're going to I mean, it's one of the things, obviously, if you're going to buy one as well, you don't want them to come out with any comments about forking. BitTruth, did you update us on the Roma versus Liverpool game? Yeah, it turned out quite good. Liverpool went through 7-6 on aggregate. It's going to be a good final. I think Liverpool actually have a chance. You're up at 25 per day. What are you getting just now? Because that website says for the L3 you're only getting, what was it? In fact, I'll search for it again. Was that only $2 per day or something that was saying? 600. It was saying the L3 Plus gets you $2 per day, but I know you've overclocked yours, so maybe more. This might actually put the price of Raven Coin up even more today. You might find. $5 a day with pay per share. Chance, what's the outcome of the Monero Asics? Well, they forked into 4 different coins. The Kryptonite. There's obviously other Kryptonite coins as well, though. Peter's come through. That's the 5th time he said that statement. Always good to have such a contribution. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. I remember you telling me about that, Aaron, with pay per share. So you'll get paid, you know, as you go along. You don't have to wait until you find the block. That's quite interesting. Right, let's see if anything's happening on Twitter. Let's see what we got here. Right, come on, right. Twitter. So, let's see what the buzz is, Vertcoin, sad to see another algorithm fall to centralization. To all GPU miners, we are dedicated to fight miner centralization. So there's Vertcoin coming out and supporting GPU miners. Will Zcash change to change it POW? So hard to read that. I assume he's trying to say that will Zcash change from a proof of work algorithm to a proof of stake, I assume. See, the thing is, like, I'm not a Nazi, I'm not a grammar Nazi. You know, everyone makes spelling mistakes, but sometimes you read messages on Twitter and even after looking at them 2 or 3 times, you're like, I still don't know what they're trying to say here. At a small time at home miner, this will not affect me greatly. Dear Bitcoin private team, please react as fast as possible. I think this is going to be a hot topic this week, all week. Ah, and who's that sexy guy? This is this live stream. Inception. Hi, so good. Yeah, I spoke to Giuseppe last night. We're going to organise that soon. I just have to do some tests. Ideally, what I want to do is spend a few hours with someone one day on Skype, and I want to set up the video and make sure the audio is working to get it all working correctly. Should be okay. ASIC let miners be miners and gamers be gamers. I think that's a blanket statement because I'm a gamer as well. I play games on my GPUs occasionally as well. Plus, you have to remember that GPUs are used more than just gaming. You know, you could argue that GPUs should be for video editing, or they should be for, you know, for, I don't know, something else. As I realise they're targeted towards gamers. Kev, do you know Bitcoin Cash will fork every 6 months now, right? No, I didn't know that. I've not been reading much about Bitcoin Cash. Anytime I see Bitcoin Cash, it's just a mud slinging contest where everyone throwing mud at each other, and I just kind of get bored of it all. Yeah, so good. I'm gonna try and set it up soon. As I said, I need to sit with someone for an hour or so, recording video, testing the audio, making sure the audio levels are okay and all that. Once I've got it set up, I should be good to go and do. I mean, the way I want to set it up for interviews is so that I'm not setting, you know, I'm not like just the way I set up my streams. You know, once it's set up, it's set up. I don't have to go back and change things all the time and set things up. And I want to do the same for interviews. Once it's set up and I've tested everything and all the audio is okay, then I can, you know, do a lot more interviews. I mean, ideally in the future, what I'd like to do is get some of you guys online during a live stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I'll do some tests. I've just not had time today. I spent about half an hour messing about with it, but I really do need someone to help me out in that. Yeah, that's the thing. No such algorithm is ASIC proof. There's always a way around it. There is always a way around it. So I just saw something in the Discord there. Just for your information, as soon as Z9 goes to public, Bitcoin Gold will hard fork and make Z9 useless for mining Bitcoin Gold. Bitcoin Gold will always be decentralized. I think we're going to see a lot of statements like this coming out. We're going to see a lot of statements like this coming out over the next few days. And if they don't come out with a statement like this, I think there'll be pressure for them to make a stance as to what they're doing. But we'll see what happens. Interestingly, I was just kind of checking out Discord again. I just saw Jeff from SafeCoin, and he just added a new room, Equihash Asic suggestions. So I don't know if Jeff's watching, probably not, but if he is, that's really good. I really like this idea. So he's added an Asic suggestion room for people to react to this. As you all know, SafeCoin is adaptable. I think this is good. Hopefully we'll see more discussion about this, and we'll see some good ideas from this, because I think there's a lot of ways they can deal with this, because we might see Bitcoin Gold fork this way, you know, and all these coins are Equihash right now, but you might see a lot of these Equihash coins going in completely different directions now, and they might handle this problem in many different ways. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. If I can get it. You'll find the Discord group link there, safecoin.org, and you'll find the Discord group. I think it's at the bottom of the page. That's there. Safecoin.org. The thing is, as you say, Aaron, like no algorithm is 100% ASIC resistant, because I'm sure Equihash, when it was first released, it was released as an ASIC resistant algorithm. So here is the Wikipedia page for it. Memory-orientated proof-of-work algorithm developed by the University of Luxembourg's Interdisciplinary Center for Security, Reliability and Trust. Zcash integrated Equihash for reasons such as security, privacy, and ASIC miner resistance. We might want to edit this part of the page. I think we're going to have to remove that. And then it's got a list of some coins there. Bitcoin Private, Zcash, Zcoin. That's not a coin I really know too much about, if I'm honest. Bitcoin Gold. My server? What server are you talking about, BitTruth? I don't have my own server. Well, I have my own dedicated server, but I don't have a Discord group. I don't have one yet. I know a lot of people have asked for it, but I don't know if it's something I want just now. Simply from a maintenance point of view, because I'm busy with my websites and stuff. I think if I start selling some of my websites and I streamline my other work, then I could maybe do something like that, but I'll see. See what happens. I am on Discord, by the way. I'm not on Telegram, but I'm on Discord. So a lot of you guys have probably chatted with me in Discord. But I don't have my own discussion room just now. I'll maybe wait a little bit. Or maybe something I can do in the future. But I'll look into it. I want to kind of offload some work and kind of streamline some stuff, sell some websites. Hi Ed, good to see you. I've not looked into that, Aaron. Not looked into the Mars algo. Piano Dreams, what do you think about the E3? God, which one's that? That's the Ethereum one, isn't it? I think that's the Ethereum one. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm good. You bought two, one by accident. You bought one by accident. How did you how are you finding it as far as returns go? BitTruth, are you with or against ASICs? Making survey. Or is this where you'll say that I am with or against them? I'll be honest. I'm against them, but I'm biased. I think that's the best way to put it. I'm against ASIC machines, but I'm biased. If you leave the fact, if you leave your kind of your personal interest in this situation at the door, I think what Aaron's been saying about ASIC machines being more efficient is correct. One Equihash ASIC mining machine can do 10,000 sols. It's going to do the work of like 13 or 14 1080 Ti's. So it's like, what it's got 300 watts will get you the same as what 13 times 300 watts will get. So from an electricity point of view, from an efficiency point of view, I think there's a lot to be said about ASIC machines. And I think what Aaron's saying is right, is that if everyone was buying ASIC machines, then the issue of centralization that everyone, is against ASIC machines wouldn't be there. So I think that's a fair thing to say. I'm sure you'll just summarize me and say that, if I'm this or that. But the thing is, I'm against ASIC machines because, it goes against centralization. But as I said, if everyone did have one, if most people were buying ASIC machines instead of GPUs, that wouldn't be an issue. However, I think if I'm honest, I think if we're all honest with ourselves, I've spent, like, for me to get what that Antminer can produce from a sol point of view, I've spent like 12 grand, £12,000 or so. So this thing's going to be retailing like £1,500. So from my own personal investment point of view, this doesn't help me. It doesn't help me. So when I see something like the Antminer coming out and replacing 12 grand of my equipment for only like £1,500, then obviously I am against it because it hurts me personally, it hurts me financially. Well, it might do. My GPUs are versatile, I can sell them onwards. You know, they retain their value, but Antminers just become bricks. But Antminers get, you know, they break even quicker, so that's kind of... So, am I against ASIC mining machines? I'm in the middle. I'm grey, because I think Aaron does raise some good points. But the fact is today, I think not enough people have ASIC mining machines. But I also think, I'll be completely honest, I'm completely biased because I've only got GPUs. I am biased. If I had a lot of money sitting there, would I go out and buy one? Maybe. I don't know. I don't actually have a lot of money sitting around to make investments like this, because whenever I tend to have money, you know, I'll buy something, I'll pay something off, or I'll just invest it in crypto or whatever, so I don't cash it out. So I think if we're honest, guys, I think a lot of us would have that stance. I think we would. Piano James, long story. I'm going to keep it. I tried to get a refund on one, and initially they offered a voucher. Bought them at $800, then they bumped the price up to $2,000 a week later, so I decided to keep them, which they were okay with. So I'm getting $4,000 worth of E3 miners for $1,600, which is a bargain, I guess. Yeah, I think you did okay. Actually, sounds like they handled it pretty well. Think of how hot air balloon owners felt when they saw their first airplane. That's true. Kevin is poor because he's a shit. Like, listen, you've been trolling me for like the last hour or so. No offense, yeah. I can take jokes with him, but you're just a pain in the ass. As far as what you're saying there, I know I do think there is truth in this, but I think the neutrals argument, or the neutral for and for against this kind of thing, is that centralization. So if we all started buying ASIC mining machines, it would be a mute point. I am not a pain. You are a pain. Yeah, I think we'll just I think I'll just remove him. I can't be bothered dealing with that guy. Sorry, guys. An hour of trolling is enough. They bumped the price. I was going to buy at 800, moved money, and next day was 2100. I think this is what annoys. I think this is what annoys a lot of people. This is what annoys. Like, I've seen a lot of people say this with Bitmain, where you know, they'll bump up the prices when they realise, you know, that something changes, and then they'll double the price, and then they'll treble the price, and all that. They seem quite scummy that way. But I guess the same thing happened with online stores. Online stores, when they saw that GPUs were becoming scarce, started bumping up their prices. And I did a video about this on my other channel. Where I saw one of the stores where I bought my GPU from. They actually restricted GPU purchases to one per customer, and they said you can only buy one. So they said that you can only buy one GPU, and they had this big banner saying "We support gamers," despite the fact they were charging like £1,100 for a 1080 Ti. Some of the 1080 Ti's were £1,100. This is a GPU that really should be about 600. So it's this whole "we support you" kind of thing. It's, you know, the retailers are just as bad as Bitmain as far as bumping their prices up. You know, if they realise that they can get more money for it, they will. They'll piss off a lot of people, but they'll still sell it. Yeah, it's just supply and demand, but obviously as a consumer it's annoying. Like, as you said yourself, you moved your money there and then they've bumped the price up. I'm sure he did say that as well, lads. I'm sure I saw a statement like that as well. Why wouldn't it happen on? I've saw some of the discussions about it with Ethereum. Ethereum's something I really should start mining again. The thing is with proof of stake though, I think there is some sort of happy medium, because most of the proof of stake thing comes from master nodes, and I think surely the theory is if more people are holding coins and not selling them, then surely that stops the coin's value going up and down as well. And obviously from a security point of view, if people are hosting master nodes, then it's going to make the network more secure. I don't know, like masternodes is something is something I still need to kind of invest into. Before I start hosting my own masternode, I'm not going to profess to be an expert on how it all works, but see what happens. You've never had a true Bitcoin fork? Ask Rhett Creighton. He knows. He knows. Right, guys, I'm actually going to have to end the stream soon. I would have liked to have talked a little bit longer, but I have a class where I do lots of burpees and sit-ups and press-ups and hate my life. But I sit my ass all day, so this is what I need to do for punishment. When you sit in your ass, you need to make an effort. Right, guys, I don't think this is ended as far as this story. We're going to see a lot more. I'll try and maybe do another video about this over the next few days. No doubt we're going to see some official statements coming from a lot of developers of Equihash-based coins. Whether the coin is going to fork or whether they're going to tackle it in any other way, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of people happy about this release. There's a lot of people that aren't happy about it. But from the developers' point of view, they all seem to be anti-ASICs. They seem to be anyway. Right, guys, so thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry I couldn't have done a stream a little bit longer, but I wanted to talk about this. This is quite a big announcement. We'll see what happens with it all, and I'll try and get some more interviews maybe in the next week or so. Try and get these all kind of set up, and hopefully I can start doing more interaction in my videos as far as interviewing people or interviewing you guys and getting you on in a stream. I think that'd be good. But that's something I need to set up for the future. Once I need to do it. You need to do all these audio tests just to make sure everything's right. It's a pain in the ass, but it needs to be done. Kevin, can I get permission to use your voice in my new video coming with source to you? Of course. I can't stop you, BitTruth. If you give if you post a link to the video or whatever on my channel, you know, it's all good. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with this, guys. We'll see what happens. I'm interested to see what a lot of people are going to be saying about this as far as developers and that go. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't have streamed a little bit longer. We'll see what happens with all this. Crypto's crazy. Every week something different is happening. So we'll see what happens over the next few days. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you all probably tomorrow. So until then, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers.